An ICE source just came forward and confirmed the mass release of migrants underway in Texas, adding that some of these men have criminal past, as our camera captured this video at the San Antonio airport. Meanwhile, there is this footage from a New York airport, the endpoint for some of the charter flights filled with migrant children that landed in the dead of night this past summer. And it features this stunning exchange between a security officer and a federal contractor involved in those flights.
I get the whole secrecy and all this but this is even above my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
And why? You know why?
You know why.
Yeah, I know, but why? Yeah.
That's why. Come on.
No, but what's the big secret? Everybody knows it's happening.
You know why? Because if it gets out, the government's betraying the American people.
Josh, I mean, it really is striking. Secret charter flights in the dead of night. We know 2 million illegal immigrants coming to our southern border, and some of the statements that we just played are accompanied by others. DHS wants everything to be on the down low, so secretive, no transparency here. What we don't want to do is attract attention. What we don't want is the media. If this gets out, the government is betraying the American people. This seems like a cover-up. And should Republicans take back the House and the Senate, there needs to be some investigatory work looked into this, because I believe we're only scratching the surface here.
100%, Kaylee. And first of all, thank God for Fox News, because otherwise I don't think anybody would know anything about this. I mean, you know, they were talking about having it get out to the media. I mean, look, I think the rest of the media, other than Fox, is basically complicit in this. There's no sort of curiosity whatsoever. I must have missed the statute that passed the House and the Senate that allowed for transport of illegal immigrants to unsuspecting communities across this country. I didn't see that happen. I didn't see the White House put a policy paper out on that. I didn't hear anybody talk about what that could mean to the communities where these illegal immigrants end up. Nobody's talked about it, and the reason is they're trying to keep a secret. Thank gosh that this thing has been exposed, and we can hopefully push for some answers. Kaylee, to your point about Republicans, should they regain power, 100% this needs to be at the top of the list.
Should be at the top of the list, Emily, especially because it's at the top of the list for American voters, or at least a top 5 issue in most polling. But Emily, it's just such a double standard when Americans have to take their shoes off to get on planes, as one of the federal contractors said, but these illegal migrants grab their bag and hop on a bus.
That's exactly right. And that's why when the federal contractor said, you know, if this gets out, the government is betraying the American people, I argue they already are. They are betraying us, whether or not this gets out. And to Josh's point, thank goodness, yes, that our Bill Malugin and others from Fox News are on this. Now, just last hour, he reported, as you mentioned, Kaylee, that ICE is releasing migrants with extensive criminal records. Now, the delineation is argued by the government as, oh, well, it's misdemeanors versus felonies. But recall when Bambi Larson was brutally murdered by an illegal immigrant, he had a rap sheet that consisted of multiple misdemeanors that included assault and drug possession. Recall the illegal immigrant in Florida just in October, Ernesto Morales, who killed a 5-year-old girl because he was driving drunk. So on those list of misdemeanors that include DUIs, that include assaults, what matters is the consequence. It is not inconsequential, these misdemeanors. What matters is the pattern that these people have. That is what we are bringing into our communities. And remember, it's our tax dollars, to your point, Kaylee. It's our law enforcement time and resources that are spent on this incredible shell game, this logistical myriad that the president has up until now totally denied, and yet spikes risk to safety in communities in such a ton of ways.
Yeah, no doubt. And this explosive reporting comes on the heels of Bill Malugin's other reporting of those migrants, those single adult males who are supposed to be deported by Title 42, but instead they're going through an unmarked office, some of them, and being released into the interior. Bill Malugin out with some new reporting. He spoke to an Immigration Custom Enforcement ERO, that's an Enforcement and Removal Operations Officer, That officer was so peeved by what ICE put out, their statement in response to that reporting, that he came forward to Bill Melugin. He said this is striking, Harris. We have just scratched the surface and that these mass releases have been happening discreetly since February. He goes on to say, imagine going to the office to make phone calls all day to coordinate travel for someone who just came in illegally, some of them with criminal records, including assault, DUI, drug possession, and illegal reentry. Harris, so you have this one cover-up at the airport in New York. You got this other one where we're told we're just scratching the surface down in Brownsville.
Look, I agree with Emily when she says it doesn't matter whether we know it or not, the law is being broken. And yes, we should know it because this current administration promised to be the most transparent in history. So it's great to know it. And Fox is doing its job, as Josh has pointed out. We are doing the job, the important job of taking the facts to the American people as often as we can find them and put them on the screen and tell you about them. But in the meantime, who's watching out for the law? Because that's really at the heart of this. And, you know, if you look at what's happening with these criminals now, and they are criminals. I mean, Democrats are trying to move the line on, well, if you come here illegally, you haven't really committed a crime. But yes, you have. Because that law is already on the books. Now, you can policy your way through it, or you could just pretend like the law doesn't exist, which apparently is what they're doing, according to the Attorney General down in Arizona, Brnovich, who joined me last hour. You can pretend like you don't see that, or that we don't see that the law is there. But the fact of the matter is they broke the law when they came here illegally and then stayed beyond that. No matter what you want to do with your heart and mind about the issue, that is the law. You can change the law, but they haven't done that yet. So we should be concerned about that, or this will continue.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.